Big shout out to Crumpet. That's what his kids used to call him when he was grandpa, and it stuck. Lovely Crumpet. And Lofty, named at school, even though he's only 5'2". Mick from Kent. Thank you very much for those. On the way, we've got a brilliant Pick Your Own playlist. This is Radio 2 on the BBC Sounds app, on your smart speaker, and on 88 to 91 FM.
BBC News at 9 o'clock. This is Claire Runacres. 6 of the UK's largest pub and brewing companies are warning the industry is likely to be hit by a wave of closures in the coming months because of rising energy prices. They've written an open letter to the government urging it to extend the energy cap to business, saying if action isn't taken, thousands of jobs could be lost. The chief executive of Admiral Taverns, which runs 1,600 pubs, Chris Jowsey, says there must be action now.
We desperately need the government to intervene. I raised this issue personally with ministers over 6 months ago, and I find it incredible that we have to wait for one person to be elected before we actually get some decisions and some policy which will protect not just jobs, not just people's livelihoods, but also their homes. Because remember, most people who run pubs actually live above the shop.
Ukraine says there's intense fighting across the occupied Kherson region, where a long-awaited offensive was announced yesterday. Footage posted on social media shows black plumes of smoke rising above Kherson city. The fighting comes as the first shipload of Ukrainian grain since Russia's invasion arrived in East Africa. The World Food Programme's regional director for the area, Michael Dunford, was in Djibouti to greet the ship.
We'll be going on board ourselves just in a couple of hours' time. At that point, the hatches will be open, the food will be inspected, but we're very optimistic that it has arrived in a good condition and can immediately be sent up to Ethiopia.
At least 20 people have been killed overnight in serious violence in the Iraqi capital, Baghdad. Supporters of the powerful Shia cleric Muqtada al-Sadr stormed a government palace after he said he would quit politics. The UN has called for calm, describing the fighting as a dangerous escalation. Here's our Middle East correspondent, Tom Bateman.
Trace of fire flashed across the night sky amid growing protests and the sound of machine gun fire in Baghdad's heavily fortified green zone. It's the worst fighting the Iraqi capital has seen in years, following an inconclusive election result last year and months of political paralysis. Yesterday, the Shia cleric Muqtada al-Sadr, who commands a huge popular base, said he was withdrawing from politics. It is not the first time he's issued such a threat, but the current deadlock appears harder to resolve than before and has given Iraq its longest run without a government.
2 16-year-old boys have died in County Londonderry after getting into difficulty in the water at Loch Ina yesterday evening. Another boy was taken to hospital and is being treated for non-life-threatening injuries. A study's found that drinking at least 2 cups of tea a day could prolong your life. Researchers suggest it reduces mortality by between 9% and 13% compared with people who don't drink any. The results were the same whether the tea was taken black or with milk or sugar. The weather, early cloud in northern parts of the UK will break up through the day, giving way to clearer skies. There'll be sunshine elsewhere, but with patchy cloud and a few showers in the southeast of England. BBC News, it's 9
The
9.
kettle is on, Claire. If you would like a brew.
Oh, yes, please.
If you'd like it, Timothy Spall. Hang on, I'll get there at the end. Timothy Spall style is what I was trying to say.
A litre of tea,
2
please.
tea bags. We'll make that happen. I do apologise, Timothy.
BBC Radio 2.
First day back is now after Bank Holiday Monday. How are you guys? It's lovely to be back in the bosom of the Radio 2 listeners. Hope you're all doing fine and dandy out there. Pick your own playlist time on the show every morning after 9. We leave the music to you. Oh yeah, this is where we put our feet up. Alan Clark is in charge today. Morning, Clarky. He lives in a place called Pity Me, which is a little village in Durham. Beautiful. And he's ummed and ahed for weeks about this playlist. You're going to feel the love that's gone into it. But we've definitely caught him in a dancey mood. His tunes taking it back to his DJing days in Durham city centre, playing homage to the long gone but never forgotten Saddle Market Bar. Oh yeah, did you used to go there?